Hi everybody, most welcome and congratulations to the platform of podcast today of English Learning Podcast of my channel. My channel's name is Shanker Sir's Spoken English channel. Within this reference, I would like to start first podcast of learning English. And within this view, a learner can easily understand the confidence, efficiency, performance, and best achievement to be a good speaker in the world. Okay, okay, let's start. The main point of our discussion is today a good listener is a good speaker. A good listener is a good speaker, like a leader. Okay, okay. Now I'm going to discuss about the topics also. Uh, though in podcast, oh, the reference of the podcast, you can understand that there is no picture at the very beginning. But today I am going to face as some tricks and policies also. How can be a good listener to be a good speaker? Okay, it is very easy to understand if the listener can see my face, then they will feel more confidence. So that I on face to face view today. Okay, excuse me. So I would like to start my speaking today. A good listener is a good speaker. Okay, if anyone desires to be a good speaker, he must listen first. He must listen first. Without listening, one cannot understand the real significance meaning of the speaker, what he is speaking, which is the motion, what is the platform in his speaking, he will not find out easily. But if he listen to the speaker, if a learner listens to the speaker, he will easily understand that what is the speaker speaking on. Okay. In reference to this lesson, I will tell you more interesting story today in my life. Now the question is, what will he listen? What are the particular regions or objectives of a learner for listening? Okay, today's lesson I will discuss all special steps of listening one by one. Okay, please keep in touch with me. Okay, first one, listening is the primary and receiving skill that helps one to understand and what other speaks. And it is an essential language to learn a language. It is essential to learn a language. Okay, so I think here listening is primary and receiving skills. That means a baby listen fast and receive fast. Whenever a baby listens someone speaks, then it tries to understand, maybe at a glance, it may be the find out skimming through the idea of the speaker's presentation. It will depend the skills of presentation. Okay, what the speaker is going to speak, a learner or listener can realize it according to the uh, activation of the speaker. Okay, and so I think it is essential to learn a language. Receiving skills. Okay, listening starts of two things. How? Listening starts of two things. How can you understand the two things? What are the two things? First, thinking to recognize its meaning and activities. That means thinking. Whenever a listener listen to someone's speech, it tries to think, to recognize or to find out the significant meaning of the line or of the topics. What is he talking about? Hmm. In which way it will run? Oh, many techniques tips. That's it will listening and understanding with thinking with understanding, thinking with understanding. Okay, this is gone. And number two, finding selection process. Finding selection process. Here the topics finding selection process. How can he find out the goal of thinking? Okay, how can you select selective process? Okay, a learner does also these activities. Number C, listening recalls the idea of similarity and dissimilarity. That means listening, whenever we listen someone's speech, it recalls to our memory. It recollect to our memory. Okay, that means recollection or recalls the idea of similarity and dissimilarity. That means a learner goes the assumption or measurement or the scale. What are the similarity to my past or previous uh, thinking and thoughts? Uh, is there any similarity of the speaker speaking, and what is the dissimilarity? Okay, find that they try to distinguish similarity and dissimilarity. Okay. Now D, listening makes us energetic. A listener get more energy. How? A listener get more energy. That means makes a listener more energetic and more confident for speaking. Whenever a listener listens someone's speaking according to the topics or title, any of the title it was going to discuss. So a learner must inspires. A learner or listener must inspire, and he desires to speak something like his styles. He follow the styles and art of speaking. Okay, it's the most important thing. Like as whenever I was a child, like a teenage student of a school, I went to school. I listened to all of the teachers' advice and many of the wise fellow. I also salute them to my heart. Then they delivered their most valuable lecture in class. I enjoyed many teachers' class. I also accomplished in hypnotize my teacher, that please teacher, I don't understand about thing, please try to make it complete to understand. And they also loved me very much. They loved me very much because I was very much curious. In my speech, curiosity is one of the main object of a learner. That means ego. Okay, if you are interested, that is called ego, to something or somebody, or it may be anything in the world. If you are interested to know, that's your ego. And here, in learning an international language or any other language, you must possess the awareness of mind. Okay, if a learner have not awareness of mind, he cannot keep up with the modern times and civilization for learning or building up a language career. I think so. So in my student life, in my childhood, many teachers also inspired me, and I followed their techniques and art of speaking, how they were talking, and I deserved my mind and heart after passing SSC. Then when I got admitted into a college in my town or my native place, then I started talking. I started speaking in English. My friends and my family members all while started to think about my son. My father also once called me that my son is going to talk in English. It's my pride. But spontaneous English speaking is very necessary. At the time, whenever you begin speaking at the beginner, that means whenever you start speaking, it may be right or wrong, not a problem. Just try to speak something. Speak something. Okay. Just before standing before the glass, you have to start your speaking. Okay, and that's most interesting, and you can enjoy many podcasts, many dialogue, how they are speaking, many you can enjoy music, love song, romantic song, pathetic songs, melodious, many things. You can like movies, of course. Within this movie, one can easily understand the presentation skills of a listener. I think today's lesson is going to be big. Okay, okay. The number C is gone. Number D. D was illustrated. Listening makes us energetic and more confident for speaking. So here, confidence is must. We see many of the English teachers are also saying the old saying like this, be more confident in speaking. I think there is no teacher of English subject is less confident in the world. Never. They are more energetic. They have much vigor and youth of speaking, their vocal, their tune, and their outstanding characteristics, all their behavior, all made me wonder in my childhood. Okay, I'm in the same box of thinking, and I can regain confidence and inspire all my children or students or the new learners or the beginners for speaking English with more confidentially. Okay, hello viewers. Now, number E, focus on listening waves. Focus on listening waves. That means what the speaker is speaking, we have to focus his listening waves. Waves here refers, I think, they are the accent, the stressed word, and unstressed word. The sound here, especially, I think the sound of a speaker. What type of sound is going to stressed and which is unstressed? Okay, if the topics is short or be average in 20 minutes, then you can understand that what is the title about, and you can what type of words are going to stress. In my another video I also discussed, but I would like to say here the waving. Focus on listening waves. A student must focus on listening. What are we listening? Is it communication each other? Is it a media? Is it a drama? Is it a music, novel, news, short story? How does a speaker convince to a listener? How does a speaker convince to a listener? Okay. The voice of talking to anyone, we have to focus more. Listen the styles and motion of speaking to the speaker. That means I also discussed it before that a listener must follow the styles and approachment and presentation to the speaker. How is it delivered, delivering his speech in accordance with the audience? Okay, how he smiles when he stops, when he screens the word, when he chants the word, many things. Okay, listen with understanding. Listen with understanding picture, nature, native to a speaker. This is the focus of listening waves. This focus, a learner must focus on a picture. Suppose a new learner, he is interested more to speak in English, but in which platform he stands for speaking. Okay, First, by the in school curriculum, we can see that in teaching English, as I'm also involved in teaching in school, in a high school and college. But I'm going to show you some idea, some experience. I'm going to share with you. Now, picture. Picture is or portrait is very important part for a learner for speaking something. Okay, he can deliver his speech. Okay, we can easily find out the retention of a learner by showing a picture. What you understand about this? Deliver your speech. What do you see? There is a village, there is a boat, there are many the paddy fields, greenery, landscape, and the farthest point is a boat. Okay, a strong wave on the river, except the cloudy sky. It was the month of autumn, except the late autumn or in a etc. Many things. That means the total recovery of the picture makes us talent or intelligent. A learner can say anything what he likes. Okay, suppose a pet cat, pet dog, a flat where he dwells in a flat. What is a flat? How square feet it is. Okay, tell us about parents. Okay, the beginner can start anything, whatever he likes or dislikes. He can start his name, his personal choice, his occupation versus education, his hobby, his likeness and dislikeness. Okay, first beginning, and in front of the mirror he can start speaking like this. Who I am, why I am standing here, what do I do, why I am living, why do I live, how many family members of our family, who is my best friend, what is my favorite food, which game I like most, how can I spend my leisure time, what's my hobby, what's my dream and goal, how can we achieve the success, the theory of success, also the success theory of learning English, many things. He can think and speaking, and I especially request all the beginners or learners, whenever he thinks, just video clips. Okay, I think only if he continues just 2 or 4 video clips, then he will get energy to stand for the world. That means the stand for the world. That means the this is my phrase. Stand for the world. মানে পৃথিবীর সামনে দাঁড়ানো. Okay, you can focus yourself to welcome the world, that I am very happy and I have more confidence. I gain much confidence in speaking English to the platform of English channel. Okay, like this. Okay, a beginner can get force easily to recover many things by continuous speaking. Okay, this is gone to the focus on listening waves of a speaker. Now we can, if we focus a speaker, what do we learn? If we focus a speaker, that means what is a speaker speaking on, আমরা কি কি শিখতে পারি, what if we focus the learners, what do we learn or what do we acquire from them, তাদের কাছ থেকে আমরা কি জানতে পারি, কি শিখতে পারি. Okay, very good. Okay, now we can acquire or we can learn many styles and designs of a language. Okay, suppose we know the wise proverb that the proverb going, that the proverb goes, many men, many minds, many actor, many roles. Okay, many teachers, many styles. But which styles you like most in speaking, in smart presentation around the world? You know that. How can you stand for the mirror? How can you stand for the mobile or the screen? How can you deliver your speech? It will depend upon your thinking and your thinking scale. Okay, thinking. Okay, but not sinking, drinking water. You know, understand? This is a proverb. Dove jal khao. Sinking, drinking water. But if you think about this sinking, drinking water, this proverb, just a fun, don't mind, please, my audience. Just if you think that sinking, drinking water, there is no verb in the sentence. That's strange. All are participle. All ing. Okay? Singing, drinking water, there is no verb in a sentence. This is a phrase, like this is a proverb. Dube jal khao. Now, I advise, no, I will not advise my listener. Just I request them. Okay? As my request, I can share my feelings and attitude towards a beginner or the new learner of speaking English. Then they must follow the artistic style of a teacher or a speaker. Okay, how can he focus his speaking? What type of styles and designs is going to show? Now, number two, we learn its spelling, pronunciation, syllable, short sound, long sound, diphthong, suffix, prefix, consonant cluster, double letter, different sound of consonant, etc. etc. But it is a long way. No need to go for the long way, my dear friends. Just I also request you one thing. Try to speak. You must be a shameless person. Okay? So you can ask me, the teacher, you have no shame? Yes, I have also shame. I have a personality, I have a prestige. Okay. Okay, I have ego. And now the question is not that. The question is, you have to become a shameless person. That means shyness. You don't feel any shy. Wherever you start for. Suppose a baby, you can see a baby. Oh, my dear friends, or my students, or my colleague, or my best one, okay, or my lovely audience. I also salute and respect with you. It may be you can enjoy anywhere from the world. You can just, I also make you more fun in speaking English. It is my style of speaking. I can make interest and I can enjoy my lesson more interestingly to my students so that the learner can easily reach the goal of success. So that my learner can easily achieve the chain of going to the upstairs. Thank you. Okay, now I also request them just to start speaking. Start speaking, speaking and thinking, speaking and thinking, thinking is speaking. You must not follow dictionary one by one, must not learn many vocabularies. Just a short list of vocabularies, you can get it, find easily many speakers channels, many wise teachers in the world. Okay, you can get more vocabularies and phrases, but within limited word you can start. That means what is going to think to your mind, you have to start beginning. Okay, okay, you have to start speaking with few words first, then day by day it will be more stocked. But I request you, if you are interested to learn some speedy sentences, then you can see visit my another classes. I also they're available styles and art of speaking of a speaker. How can he speak? How can he deliver his speech across the border of the world? How can he start speaking? There are many things also I discussed to the students. Shake. Okay. So আমরা আসলে স্ট্রেস কোনটা করব, কোনগুলোকে আমরা স্ট্রেস, আমি বলছি নাউন, অ্যাডজেক্টিভ, ভার্ব, অ্যাডভার্ব, এই চারটা পার্টস অফ স্পিচের চারটা অংশকে আমরা স্ট্রেস দিচ্ছি, অর্থাৎ জোরে এমফাসাইজ দিচ্ছি এবং জোর দিয়ে কথা বলা যায় স্ট্রেস ওয়ার্ড। বাক্যের ভিতরে যদি পাই নাউন, অ্যাডজেক্টিভ, ভার্ব, অ্যাডভার্ব, তাহলে আমরা এটাকে স্ট্রেস দিয়ে কথা বলতে পারি। Otherwise, whenever we get available noun, adjective, verb, adverb, any one of the four things in a sentence, then we can make it emphasize or stress in speaking. Okay? Okay. But which is unstressed word. The words which is refers to auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb, that means am, is, are, was, were, have, has, can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, would have, should have, could have, might have, need, have, must, not to, am to, start to, going to, have to, has to, have to. এগুলো অক্সিলারি ভার্ব দুই প্রকার, একটা প্রিন্সিপাল অক্সিলারি, একটা মডেল অক্সিলারি। প্রিন্সিপাল অক্সিলারি এম, ইজ, আর, টু বি ভার্ব, হ্যাভ টু ভার্ব, একটা টু টু ভার্ব। টু বি ভার্ব বলতে আমরা বুঝি এম, ইজ, আর, ওয়াজ, ওয়্যার। আর টু টু ভার্ব বলতে আমরা বুঝি ডু, ডাজ, ডিড। হ্যাভ টু ভার্ব বলতে আমরা কি বুঝি হ্যাভ, হ্যাজ, হ্যাড। এই তিনটা হলো প্রিন্সিপাল অক্সিলারি, আর বাকিগুলো হলো মডেল অক্সিলারি। ক্যান, কুড, শ্যাল, শুড, উইল, উড, মে, মাইট, would have, should have, could have, might have, need, there, must, ought to, am to, start to, going to, have to, has to. Any of the principal or model auxiliary verb whenever we find in a sentence, then we must make it unstressed pressure. That means আমরা কোনো চাপ দিয়ে কথা বলবো না। That means আমরা unstressed রাখবো, that's weak form, okay, of sound. And you can get available prepositional word. Here prepositional word in, on, to, down, under, below, across, against, with, at, for, off, on. Any of the prepositional word when you get, that will be unstressed. Okay. Okay. And personal pronoun I, we, he, she, they. There are personal pronoun in a sentence, then we cannot utter a single word. We have to drop like the native speaker. Okay? No, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Fine. I'm fine বলবো না, আমি কি বলবো fine. Fine হলে adjective, ওটাকে stress দিচ্ছি. You understand me? I'm fine. I am fine. We never speak I am fine. We have to speak like this. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. তার মানে আইটা দরকার নেই। দ্যাট মিনস এটা হলো আইটা আনস্ট্রেসড কেন, আইটা হলো পার্সোনাল প্রোনাউন। ইউ আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড মি মাই ডিয়ার লিসেনার? ওকে। লাইক দিস কনজাংশনাল ওয়ার্ড, এনি অফ দি কনজাংশন। কনজাংশন হতে পারে কম্পাউন্ডেড, হতে পারে কমপ্লেক্সের কনজাংশন, হতে পারে কোঅর্ডিনেটিং কনজাংশন, মেনি কনজাংশন। কনজাংশন কম্পাউন্ডেড কনজাংশন আছে, and but or either or neither nor not only but also, so for therefore yet, etc. কম্পাউন্ড সেন্টেন্সের কনজাংশন। আর কমপ্লেক্সের কনজাংশন কি? কমপ্লেক্সের কনজাংশন এগুলো ছাড়া ওয়ার্ডে যা আছে সব কমপ্লেক্সের কনজাংশন। যেমন আমরা বলতে পারি রিলেটিভ প্রনাউন জাতীয় কনজাংশন আছে, হু, হুইচ, হোয়াট, হোয়েন, হোম, হোজ, হোয়ার, দ্যাট। এটা রিলেটিভ প্রনাউন জাতীয় কনজাংশন। এছাড়া আছে ই, দো, অলদো, সো দ্যাট, সো নট দ্যাট, till, until, before, after, arty dot when, scarcely dot when, no sooner dot than. Okay. এছাড়া as, since, because, okay, lest, এরকম অনেক কনজাংশন আমরা পেয়েছি। You can get available conjunction, but don't utter such, don't use stress of the following instruction that I also given you before. So আমরা কিসে কিসে আনস্ট্রেস রাখবো? পার্সোনাল প্রোনাউন আনস্ট্রেস, ওকে, auxiliary verb unstressed, that means conjunctional word unstressed. Okay, thank you, remember this. Okay, so that I also discussed about both give us the way of thinking and researching the result of understanding. We sound that I also said before, I repeat please for the request of the understanding of my dear learner. Okay. First, we learn the sound or voice that drives our attention to his vocal. That means whenever the speaker speaking on or delivering his speech, then we have to We have to follow his speech, which word is stressed and which is unstressed. Okay, that's okay. Now we can follow his art of speaking in confidently. Okay, suppose how much strong he is, how much motivated he is, how much capability he also acquire for the requirement of the readers or listeners. We can follow him. We can follow his valuable speech. Okay, his attention, his modest style, his art of speaking. How does he speak? What type of words are melodious? Which sentences are in aggressive, which is rude, uh, which is very simple, gentle in appearance in speaking. We have to follow and how he is uttering such kind of words to the readers. We have to understand the real meaning or significance of the sentences that is said. Okay, for the well-being of the readers. Okay, now I'm going to finish within short minutes, please. As English is an international language, it is now widely spoken around the globe. Okay, so you must follow a speaker's motive sound of word daily by listening and saying. We can listen to him. We can listen to him through movie, through dialogue, through conversation between two people or more, through uh, through a story, many things. The podcast can know many things. It is a great task to share their listening for practice along in front of a class. That means I also request all the learners to share their feelings in front of the mirror. That I also discussed before. But I say it last last following their it is a great task. মানে এটা একটা বিশাল একটা কাজ আমরা মনে করি। To share their listening, তারা তাদের লিসেনিংটা শেয়ার করবে ফর প্র্যাকটিস অ্যালং ইন ফ্রন্ট অফ এ ক্লাস। প্রত্যেকটা ক্যান্ডিডেট মানে ইচ অফ দি লার্নার would like to deliver his speech. Okay, friend, it may be right or it may be not a problem, but starts speaking. After speaking something, he will make it video and recheck again. Then he will rectify them what he said. How does he how does he say about this? Okay. Now this script also we have to follow their art and styles of convincing power and convincing power. We have to follow their art of speaking, art and styles of speaking, and how much curious he is in speaking. And within this idea, a learner must be curious. If he speaks curiously, if he focuses his speech curiously, then the learner must be curious. Okay? And give us knowledge to be a clear speaker. Okay? Okay. Practice listening to find out the solution and its meaning at a glance. A good listener. The topic is a good listener is a good speaker. Okay? In accordance with the discussion about the topics, practice listening. We have to practice listening more and more to find out the solution. Okay, and its meaning at a glance. আমরা কোনো কিছু প্র্যাকটিস করব, এটার অর্থটাও একটু জানবো এক নজরে, পুরোপুরি জানার দরকার নেই। জাস্ট কিওয়ার্ড যেগুলো আছে, মূল শব্দ যেগুলো আছে সেগুলো খালি চোখ রাখবো, একটা গ্লেন্স আমরা বুঝে নিব। Try to learn phrasal verbs. Okay, if a learner want to be a clear speaker, he must listen, and a listener must learn some idioms or phrase. That's that's very interesting task for all the learners. Knowing phrasal verbs, idiomatic phrase, etc., plays a vital role to the world of English knowledge. Okay, thank you. The different sounds of different situations. This fact. Suppose someone asks you, "How are you?" You say, "Will you say like this? I am beautiful." No, that's it's a matter of laughing. I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. ফাইনের জায়গায় ফাইন বসবে the suitable word using a suitable word which words are used in a perfect situation or practical purpose. We have to apply such kind of words, okay, in that situation. Okay, we have to apply or we have to use such kind of words in that situation, whereas the situation also recalls thinking that this word is perfect in place of this word. That means paraphrasing, can use paraphrasing also like this. Okay, thank you very much. I've also discussed many things. So the different sounds of different situation must be captured through your views. A learner or a listener must follow the activities of a speaker. Suppose if you are a good listener, once you will be a good speaker. That's fact and that's reality of our lifestyle. Okay, because there are many examples in our lifestyle around. Because Nelson Mandela is a great leader, great speaker, great Gettysburg speech. Okay, many powerful persons. Our the nation builder, the father of our nation builder, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who declared the independence to the restores, who inspired the Bengali uh, for a war. He was a great leader. Okay, he was the pioneer of our independence of Bangladesh. Okay, I also salute him for his creative and uh, vocal. His vocal is very attractive. Like this, I just also a good leader. Okay, a good leader, a good speaker is a good leader, and I think a good listener is a good speaker. A good listener is a good speaker. How it is possible that if any listener wants to be a good speaker, he must follow his teacher. He must make him video, audio, video. What he says, he must just use it, and he have to recall or recollection what he said in his video, how he is following to the leaders or the speakers. Those are globally recognized to their great work. Thank you very much. Today's podcast of the topics a good listener and a good speaker. I think if anyone is interested to be a good speaker, he must be listened. He must be followed by the good listener. Okay, by the good speaker. A good listener is a good speaker. If anyone would like to be a good speaker, he must listen. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye bye.